What's going on, true believers? It's your man Keanu Believes. Guys, if you want your advice and you want your news in the crypto world, you come to me. You don't go to Altcoin Daily.
But yo, dog, Altcoin Daily got mad subscribers, yo.
Well, that's true, but I'm always right. Anyway, you could be going to BitBoy Crypto.
Yo, son, them shits in Georgia, and they got lots of cameras.
Okay, well, I guess that's true too, but then maybe all the people from Coin Bureau? Well, crikey, Governor, they're having a spot of tea there. All right, well, it looks like I have no market because I don't meet any of those requirements. But guess what? I'm not offering you financial advice. I'm always right, and I'm always going to be right. Okay, guys, let's get going. First thing we're going to talk about, Keanu is up 13.87% to 13.01 this morning. It's been a nice little dip and recovery every single time. It looks good. For those of you that are chart mongrels and you look at it every day, then I'm sure you're liking what you're seeing on these charts. The buys are coming in and they're big. Some of the sells are coming in. They're big too. Seems like we're winning the fight right now. That's always a good sign. The important thing is stay faithful to your product. Make sure that you're holding if you can. If you can't afford to hold and you've made bad decisions or you're an addict, you know what I think of you guys. I love you anyway, but we'll see you on the other side. The important thing is Keanu is strong and we got a big announcement coming. So guys, let's move on because we got something new. Okay, guys, if you've been with me for any length of time, you will know that I have been all about CoinMarketCap since the beginning, and I think it's time to move on. Every day I go into CoinMarketCap, I seem to find another reason, another problem, another issue where whatever it is that they're supposed to be doing, they're just absolutely not doing. So we're going to move over to CoinGecko effective today, and we're just going to go from there, and we're going to see how it goes. The market cap on CoinGecko is 1.633 trillion, which is, I don't have a comparison. It was 1.56 on CoinMarketCap. I don't think that we're trending anywhere up. I think this is really kind of some sideways action, which you'll be able to see here in just a few moments. But we're now looking and tracking 486 exchanges, where before we were only tracking 391. That being said, let's kind of get into it, and then let's have a conversation. So what I did was I took a portfolio shot of what's going on in the market right now, and you can see Bitcoin is at 38,554, trading up 1%, down 1.2% in the 7-day. Ethereum is up 11% in the 7-day. It's up 1.5 today. Chainlink, we've still got that up there. I don't know why. Not sure why I was following that. Tomorrow it will not. Shiba Inu. Now it's going to get, and skip over AMP, guys. That's just one of those me things. Now we need to look at our coin versus other coin. And as you can see, we are the big mover on the day. We're the big mover on the hour. We're not the big mover in the 7-day average. The 7-day average is showing us that Floki is up 100%. Saitama is up 61%. Kishu is up 10.5%. We are basically trading even, down 0.6 to 1 week ago today. Shiba is down 1.5%. Hokkaido is down 17.5%, and Sanshu is down 27.1%. Now, what does all of that mean? Well, we are constantly looking at these markets, and we are constantly coming up with different shills and different programs and different things that we need to do in order to get a better segment in our market to get investors in. And I think that we need to, as a group, start looking at these products here, because this is where the investors are going. And that's what I like to look at. And when I say that, I'm not talking about the faithful investors. I'm not talking about the people like you and me that are going to sit and hold because they got a big bag and they got a big sack, holla, and they are not afraid of sitting, holding, and getting rich. These are the people that have ADD, some sort of attention deficit of some sort, that just absolutely 100% have to be doing something in the market because in their minds, they're day traders. Aww. So anyway, we need to get into these markets and we need to start pulling people from those projects and putting them into the Keanu product. We're going to be talking about that in the next couple days. Last night, we came up with some strategies that we're going to come out with a little bit later today, and then we will talk about it. And then maybe we can start to chip away at some of the investors there and get them over here, show them that we're the better product. Because we're absolutely at this point better than Sandshoe, mathematically speaking. Hokkaido, Shiba, Kishu's up 10%, but I think that we fall in line with them at least. All we have to do is come to grips with the two upstarts that have a lot of people that are just like, oh my goodness, I have to be doing something. And there's a lot of action there. So we need to work on getting the action over here. Now let's move on. The SEC had a conversation yesterday. And in that conversation, they talked about Bitcoin, obviously, because that's the new hot buzzword. But one of the things that the SEC said, the chair specifically, Bitcoin innovation is real, and 9 other key takeaways from speech by the SEC chair. You're getting lied to, you're getting deceived, you're getting manipulated. But Satoshi Nakamoto, innovation is real. It has been and could continue to be a catalyst for change in the fields of finance and money. Now, we know that. They know that now. No single crypto asset broadly fulfills all the function of money, and they primarily provide vehicles for speculative investment. You know what? We talk a mean game, but we also kind of know that too. It's often used for illicit purposes. Well, we know that. We know that it's used far less than fiat currency, but in order to manipulate investors, in order to manipulate the media, in order to manipulate the markets, in order to get what they want, which is control over your crypto, then they have to say things like that, and they have to pretend that it's way bigger than it actually is. As a policy matter, I'm technologically neutral. We don't have enough investor protection in crypto. That is absolutely 100% true. This is the Wild West right now. At some point, we're going to be frustrated by some of that Wild West stuff. As we start to see some sort of investor protection coming in, maybe we'll look at it and maybe we'll see that it's a good thing. I don't think so yet, but we're going to find out. Many altcoins are offered and sold as securities. Now, this is a thing, and this is going to be a big thing going forward. And it is something that we in this industry, we're going to have to deal with, because the number one problem, pre-sale. If you are invested into anything that had a pre-sale, that pre-sale turned your altcoin into a security. And those are different than crypto assets. So it's coming. It's going to be dealt with. And if you did it, you're a bad boy. To the extent that there are securities on a trading or lending platform, they have to register with the commission unless they meet an exemption. You have to prove that you're not a security, but you will not be able to if you had a pre-sale of any sort. Stablecoins also may be securities and investment companies. I don't know what that means. That's one of those that's just, these people are these people, and they make up the laws as they go along, and then they change policies so that it suits what they think in an opinion format. So we'll see what that means later. The SEC is seeking comment on crypto custody arrangements by broker-dealers and relating to investment advisors, and that is probably the best thing that you are going to be reading on any of these, is that the SEC is seeking comment on crypto custody arrangement by broker-dealers and relating to investment advisors. What they want to know is how these things are being held so that they can make sure that they're not being stolen, ripped off, or that you're not having the rug pulled out from under you. Because, by the way, the brokers, dealers, when you're in the crypto industry, licensing is a little bit different. So what are you going to do when somebody who is your broker rips you off, because they're not really ripping you off because crypto is not a thing yet. The legislative priority should center on crypto trading, lending, and DeFi platform. This is absolutely what they're looking to do. There will be probably a United States exchange, or Bitcoin at some point will be traded somehow on one of the key exchanges, or there will just be an exchange for crypto assets. We're getting there. It's all coming. You should be concerned, but you should also be happy that they are recognizing that cryptocurrency is the future. The part that you should be afraid of is that just because they say cryptocurrency is the future and that innovation is real does not mean that they're not going to steal it away from you. And then instead of you looking at Bitcoin, Ethereum, Chainlink, Shiba Inu, AMP, Keanu, Floki, Saitama, instead of you looking at all of these, here's what you're going to be looking at. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, and every other bank down the list. That's what's coming. That's what they're looking to do. Do you know why? Because they can control that, because they control the banks, and the banks control them. Now, let's move on. One of the healthiest things that's going on in the market right now is the Bitcoin pullback. And I know that everybody who has had to deal with any one of these guys in chat is probably saying to yourself, oh my God, please, just go up, just go up, just go up, so these guys will shut up. But they're never going to shut up. Even if you gave them 100x, they would ask you why it wasn't 150, because that's who they are. And if you are who you're supposed to be, you don't have to worry about them. But, oh, by the way, Bitcoin is now up to 38,930, and Ethereum is at 2590. So things are happening at this moment. But anyway, Bitcoin pullback mode as regulatory concerns rise. Now, we just talked about the regulatory concerns, but what we're looking for right here is, where is our level support? Lower support is around 34 to 36,000. So what you're going to see is a little test of how low everything can go. And, you know, you're hoping for the $36,000 level, because I don't think the market bears 34,000 or 32,000 without the realization, in fact, that we are now in a bear market and it is no longer the bull that we've been convincing ourselves that it is. All the signs are there that we're in a bull market. All the signs are there that everything is going in the right direction. But little things like this make a huge difference when you're talking about the big money. And we need that investor sentiment. We need that big money to be coming our way in order for us to get through all four phases to get to altcoin season, so that we can go crazy. We have to have that happen. Has to be there. But we've got to test the support at 36,000 for Bitcoin. Again, maybe it goes down to 34. It probably doesn't go to 32 again. I think that we've tested that long enough that 34 is probably going to be the number going forward, and in a tragedy, somewhere around 32 instead of 30. I think we've kind of accumulated. I think everything is getting better, but you never know what's going to happen. So keep your eyes peeled for what's going on in Bitcoin. There's no massive amount of FUD that's happening in any industry anywhere. All you're seeing right now is the up and down movement of a natural market that is a little bit scared. The fear and greed index is not where it needs to be yet, but it's getting there. So let's move on. The final piece to that is, in this 36,000 market, is that we are at what is called the golden cross. The golden cross means that the 50-day moving average will cross over the 200-day moving average, which puts us back 100% in a bull market. So, as soon as the end of this month, we are looking at the chance that we are going to hit that golden cross, and that generally means investor sentiment has reached a high enough level that things start to get real crazy. For anybody who's been listening for any length of time, you know how I feel about regulation. You know how I feel about all of these different things. You know that I really try not to predict things for you. I am doing my best to just provide you with information and let you know what's going on in the marketplace to give you the opportunity to make your own informed decisions. That's going to change in the wrap up, and we're going to move on to that now. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to read just a little bit from some of the other investors who are in here, and I'm not reading sentiments from people who are saying shit like Wind Moon. I'm reading from people who are long-term investors, who are high-dollar whales, who are telling you what's going on with Keanu. ABCD, shout out to you, my brother. This is the first bull run for me, but I'm OG in meme coins. Spent all this year in meme coins. Meme cycles were happening every month throughout all meme coins. Last 2 months in June, there were some moonshots, but very few because of the crash, and at July, not so much, because all FOMO people weren't buying anything. That's why I'm really excited of what's going to happen next, because I see what happens if meme coins hits the cycle. Everyone will rise again. Just hold your bags and play smart to increase it. Made too many mistakes of selling too early, and you don't really need much to invest to make millions out of it. Just hold for 3 to 5 months and you can make it with as low as 1 to 5K investment. Keanu is one of my favorites and most potential coin. The same I was shilling Shiba when it launched, I see happening to Keanu. Plus, Keanu is managed like 100 times better than Shiba ever was. Now, guys, that's the opinion of one person. Take it for what you will, but this guy is in the market and he understands, and he has made a lot of money over the years. So it is important for you to understand that this guy knows what he's talking about. And here we go with Hundo Hendricks. Thank you, my brother. This is not my first run, fam. It's been a rough bull run if you jumped in the beginning of this year hoping to catch the last leg of the bull run. We have definitely been in a mini bear cycle, and just because Bitcoin is climbing up to 42K doesn't mean the bull run is back on, but being rejected at 42 doesn't mean it's over either. We are pulling back slightly, and that's okay. Nothing goes up forever. The market breathes. Paper hands and Keanu are selling, probably at a loss. As lame and as excruciating as that is to watch, we have to get rid of them. And now is the time. Better they sell now than at 100 million market cap. Keanu really is doing what no other coin is doing, and that is why Keanu has always been in my top 2 meme coins. When this concert happens and have better marketing conditions, Keanu is going to take us to the moon. We will have the wealth to accumulate coins for the next bull cycle. Be patient, fam, and have faith. Look for things to finally start moving in September. Don't expect your Keanu life-changing gains until January to February. Until then, keep holding and buying dips. I literally paid cash for my first brand new truck with my score last week that I'm now rolling into Keanu. Not to brag, but to inspire. I will post a pic for you to keep the faith. And there it is. This man went out and paid cash for his brand new GMC truck because of his wins and gains. And the guy that's winning and the guy that's gaining is telling you that you better hold, you better understand that things are about to get crazy in the Keanu Inuverse. And now finally, my man DJ. If you don't know who DJ is, you will one day. DJ says this. By the way, he's a whale. This is my 3rd bull run. I feel nothing. I think everyone should buy and stop chart watching. TA is tough to understand for most average retail investors, and a lot of influencers you follow are wrong. Except me. Only 100% way to do well is buy the dips or DCA and hold. Tough part isn't paper handing out. The tough part is holding when you're mooning hard over the years. I see most people here that are whales are all going to sell way before you're rich. but that's the advice I would give. 99% of people aren't going to do it. This man just told you, not only is he a whale in Keanu, this is his third bull run, and he expects that 99% of the people in here right now are going to sell before they get the opportunity to have life-changing money. And I'm challenging you guys, every single one of you, prove him wrong. Prove him wrong. You see all this over here? There's our liquidity. There's our daily volume. There's the pulled wrapped ether. There's how much Keanu is left. We need to get more people into this product. We need to get that huge pulled Keanu number down to like 1.5. That diluted market cap right there, that needs to be 100 million. Then it needs to be 500 million. Then it needs to be 1 billion. That's how we get to where it is that we're going. We're going to come out with some things in the next couple days, and we're going to be talking about how to better target people in this market. And we don't need more whales. It's going to be nice to have, and we will have them coming in. We don't need the whales to be out here doing stuff. What we need right now is for the day-to-day average investor to say, hey, this is an opportunity, and I don't want to miss out. We need to create FOMO. We need to get it done, and I will see you guys on Mars. Let's have a good day.
I've been around since the 80s and wasn't always cool, especially with the ladies. I was a damn fool. Dad was an alcoholic. Mama, she had to leave him. Grew up around the fighting, the fussing, cussing, and cheating. That's when I started breaking all of the rules, selling drugs and robbing people. I was kicked out of school. I was a bad kid, tearing shit up, sleeping on couches with 40 bottles.